How about another round for Brewsday Tuesday? Here is DreZ and Huck.
There it is.
Yeah, you don't want to come
struggling.
Off.
There you go.
Somebody's talking about the other day when I couldn't get that cork out. They're like, why didn't you just go off the air? I said, no, the struggle was real.
Dude, it was so real.
Was real.
Real and live. Yes, it is Brewsday Tuesday. We got Huck finally in studio on a Tuesday. Last week it was a day late because of the Beer Bloggers Conference, but I think it was well worth it because he's bringing these tasty brews, and he's got another one for us that, man, this one looks like something special crazy. What do we got here?
Oh, it's called Phantasmus. Like, it's kind of like a play on Christmas, I think, because it's got the a sugar skull on the label.
It does have the sugar skull.
It's
tequila,
beer aged in tequila.
Tequila barrel aged spicy IPA.
Yeah, I mean,
look at that.
Does it get better than that?
I don't know. I'm about to find out. That sounds pretty gnarly. You know what's funny is I've been saying for the longest time that I'm not the biggest IPA fan, just because like I wasn't a big fan of hops. But the more and more I begin into craft beer, the more and more I'm like, I say that, and then I realize, oh no, I like this IPA. I like this IPA. So maybe that's not the case. I guess the more craft beer you drink, the more you're like, well, IPAs are kind of where it's at. So, but this seems like this is going to be a whole different ball game.
Yeah, well, there's a reason that it used to be 80% of all craft beer, most craft beer sold was IPA. Now I think it's down to 60%. 80? Used to be 80%.
It's still 60 though? That
still
still
like
seems
60%.
pretty high.
Yeah, no, that's what everybody loves.
I mean, but it does make sense because you do see mostly IPAs.
Yeah.
Is that the easiest thing to brew?
No, it's just good. It's hops. That's what hop heads. And that's normally the curve as people start drinking beer or craft beer, and then they taste something hoppy and they want more and more and more until they get on. And then they'll get the point, finally get the barley wines, and then you'll start branching out into, like I do, like Sassons and all these other weird beers I drink. Mm-hmm. So, but I still like a good barley wine, a good IPA.
Of course.
So this beer came from Three Daughters. And
Three Daughters, is that down in Florida?
Yeah, this is in St. Pete, and actually their mom gave us the tour.
the daughters,
the Three Daughters' mom.
So this
gave
is like
us a tour.
So you got the mom tour.
Yeah, so your mom will.
Yeah, how was she?
Yeah, she was great. We had a good time. The Three Daughters' mom, yeah, she entertained us. Let's just say that.
I should have been there, man. I could have handled the Three Daughters. You would have been the mom. Would have been
the place was great because they had like that shuffleboard, like they have in bars. They had the ring string game. They had darts. They had I just can't even
all the best
Pictionary. They had like a big Pictionary section. All these people were there playing Pictionary. I was like, this is great. So anyway, and this beer is good, so we had a good time. But that was the after party. The first beer.
Oh yeah, man, this beer is great. Holy crap.
So the first beer came from the before party, and this beer came from the after party, where we were touring St. Petersburg, and I ended up staying there for 2 more days, like really white beaches.
Yeah, that'll happen, man.
It was 96 degrees, and the water in the Gulf was 90 degrees. I still didn't care.
Oh.
And you have to do this shuffle thing when you go in the water so you don't step on a ray.
Whatever they are.
They named the
something's going to sting you.
They'll sting the heck out of you. But I shuffled my feet. And this one lady was finding... were they silver dollars? Were the dollars?
Yeah, the sand dollars.
Yeah, but they're alive. She's killing them. I'm like, you're just killing them. You are heartless. Quit it. She's had a starfish. It's like pulled a limb off trying to get away. I'm like,
oh no,
this woman's like Satan. The Satan woman is killing all the sea animals. I'm gonna bleach them. I'm bleaching them. I was like, oh my God, leave them alone.
Oh, that's terrible.
But I did want to give you just like a quick rundown of...
Yeah, so this was the after party. So you went down on a Wednesday.
Right.
And then it officially started on... So you went to the pregame
Friday at noon.
So Thursday wasn't even the official start.
No, Thursday was the pregame.
Pregame. So you pre-pregamed. You did the pregame on Thursday. Friday it started, and then Saturday... Was it just Friday, Saturday officially?
No, Sunday too. Sunday morning. Well. And Sunday morning's kind of like...
the brunch,
with just a kind of a wrap up.
Okay.
And usually some of us get up and talk, and then they announce the next show, which next year's in Milwaukee.
Oh, well, yeah. Back. I mean, that's so it had been in Milwaukee before, but it makes sense to bring it back there because that's
it hadn't been in Milwaukee.
I thought that you had listed Milwaukee earlier.
No, it was
when you were
Indianapolis.
Oh,
close. And I think the pregame might be Bells-ish, Founder-ish. No, the other direction, up into the corn country, but it's like 4 or 5 hours away. So I don't know if they're going to do that or not.
We'll see how
they haven't decided, but that would be great.
Really? So it wraps up on a Sunday, and then you said there's an after party.
Right. I'll read you the agenda real quick.
All right. Give me the lowdown.
Give me the high points. So Thursday is a pre-conference excursion in Jacksonville. Friday, registration opens, and then it opens with Julie Hertz of the Brewers Association. She's opened every one of these. Her and I are 2 of 4 people who've been to all of these. And she always gives you just these amazing facts and figures about craft beer and how we're doing.
It's blowing up.
Yeah, it is blowing. It's still blowing up. So, and she's really like rah, get you going to want to write some good stuff about beer. So I mean, she's great.
Yeah.
So then we had a panel, beer industry in Tampa, in Florida, explaining to us how it is there, what they're thinking. They had like a problem. They couldn't do 64-ounce growlers. They could do 32 or 128. They couldn't do 64 because they're horrible. That's why the legislature, government is so good. They figured this out. Government that was paid by maybe some big brewer. Maybe there's a big brewery that didn't want 64-ounce growlers so that the craft brewers could compete with it. But I can't say.
It doesn't make sense.
Right. But in any case. So they got that fixed. But there's other problems. And then they had Beer by the Numbers. This is still on Friday. And then
what's Beer by the Numbers? You're just glossing over that. I don't know what that means.
It's like how much the guy was an economist, and he's talking about, I'm trying to remember, there's some really funny stuff in there. But it's facts and figures, but how beer used to be like 51%, and now it's 49%. But that's because we're drinking craft beer, so we don't drink as much of it. The dollars is still higher. It's still in dollars, but in ounces of alcohol. But, so it just went on and on forever. He was really funny. I like the guy.
It went on and on forever, but he was really funny.
He was really funny. He's 20 years of experience in applied economics. Applied. Yeah. So then we had a pre-dinner reception hosted by Green Flash and my friend Ashley Roteson, who's been to many of these things, the Beer Wench.
I like Green Flash.
She was there hanging out with us, taking selfies of us and herself.
Oh.
Had a good time. And they also, I think, own Alpine, so we had Green Flash and Alpine ales. I got a really cool T-shirt. I'll show it to you. I'll wear it one day. So the Beer Wench took care of us. Then we had dinner at the Marriott. They gave us a big old Marriott meal. I mean, the food was tremendous. And then we had a beer expo where we go in and people are, showing us their wares. And like the people that were from Milwaukee were in there, and the people from Buffalo who didn't get it were in there. So they told us about that. And then we have the Night of Many Bottles. And that's where we all bring beer.
This sounds exciting. Yeah. This sounds good.
We all bring beer, and they fill them up in bus tubs, and they cool them down. And then we go and share our beer with each other. And so, Saturday morning I was running slow.
So, because I was Friday. So, like.
That's like 10. It went to 1. I went to like 12:30. And I was pretty buzzed.
And you were how many different types of beer did you try that night? Oh. If you had to try to put a number on it.
Over the weekend, I had 160 beers. New beers.
Different beers. New beers. Beers you never had before.
From the week I was there, I had 160 beers. That I actually put in my phone. I probably had 300. But I actually recorded 160 of them. I hit 3,000 beers on Untappd.
And they were all new?
All new. I hit the big 30 number.
Wow, man. This sounds like, no wonder you started getting to go to this conference. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah. That's great. So then on Saturday's a full day. They had breakout sessions. First one's working with brands, like, if you want to be somebody's friend. And then the other one that you could go to instead of that was increase your followers and engagement on social media. I went to the breakfast buffet.
Of course.
So that's what I had.
Yeah.
So then there was a break, and there were 2, and it was share-worthy and awesome visual content creation, and that was Gina. Her name I think is Shuland, and she's the social media for Day Shoots who's coming to Roanoke. And we probably have a VIP pass to that little pub thing they're doing.
Yeah, are they going to have a welcome opening thing?
They kind of have a thing in August that's going to introduce
We'll have to go to that.
Yeah, we're going. And then the other one was analytics. I didn't go to that. But I know the guy. He was fun. I hung out with him too. But they do all this backdoor stuff about who reads your blog and how many hits you get. Then we had lunch. We went to the World of Beer, hosted by Miller Coors. And, I had a little I didn't know the woman was from Miller Coors, and she goes, "Oh, you ready for lunch?" I said, "Yeah, I'm ready to drink a Miller Lite." She goes, "We're going to give you some good beer." And they did. They tried. But, I mean, I don't like that style of beer. They gave us all Pilsners and a cider. And I'm like, okay. But, I mean, they were nice enough to feed us dinner.
It's all the big
And I love the World of Beer. The World of Beer is a good place if you have one near you. There's none here, but they got a lot of beer, and they're really nice, and food's good. Yeah, we had a giant pretzel about the size of my head.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. Yeah. Sign me up right there, man.
You go.
I mean, that's all you need.
So then we get back, and we had better beer writing, and this was a couple people talking. Then we had a keynote speaker, Stan Hieronymus of Appalachian Beer, and the guy's a great writer.
I feel like you haven't pronounced any of these people's names right.
Yeah, but somebody will let us know. So that was cool. And then after lunch, we had sour beers. And I'm not going to go into that depth because we're going to do that here in a couple weeks. They give you three.
You got some sours?
They give you 3 sour beers and an empty glass. So you have your 3 sours, you taste them, and then you start mixing them together in an empty glass. And you make your own sour.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Hell yeah.
We're going to figure it out.
All right, let's delve into that when the time comes.
Coming up, yep. So then we went on the live beer blogging thing. This is where we go to the distributorship. They give us 10 beers, 5 minutes each. They come to the table, give us the beer, tell us all about it, blah, 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 real fast. Everybody's trying to write about it. I film it. I'll put the video up later. But I just film it because I tried writing it the first 6 years. I can't keep up. Can't keep up. So that was fun. You know, if I had to say, you know, that's really popular with everybody because you're getting a lot of beers. You get to talk to some brewers. You know, it's always good to meet industry people, especially people that are right where the rubber meets the road. You know, guys making the beer. So then we left that and we went to a progressive dinner at 3 breweries. Cigar City Brewing, which is hugely famous Florida
I've heard
brewery.
You mention them before.
Yeah. Coppertail Brewing, which is really a cool place, and they had like fancy food. Like they had a little shrimp taco that was the size of one shrimp. It's like you can't see this on the radio.
Bite-sized tacos?
Bite-sized tacos. Shrimp. It's good. And they had like crab balls. They had good stuff.
I can mess with that.
And then Eulalie Springs Brewery, and they had these oysters, which were to die for, just completely covered in garlic. They took them and they butter them up, put all the garlic and everything, and they throw them on a grill, and the fire wraps around them. Wow. And they bring them out hot in the shell. So I was fortunately at a table of 6 where only 2 people liked oyster. Because, you know, this is like what they call it, the small dish, small servings. So we went to 3 places, and it's small. But that was my main meal.
I'll take that.
My main
you
meal.
Don't want to? Oh, yeah.
My main deal of the day. Then that was that. We go back.
So this is still all Saturday?
Yeah, this is Saturday. So on Saturday, then we all go back to the hotel, and I had that box of cigars that someone gifted me.
That's right.
So we had 24 people at the back of the Marriott smoking cigars in the bar patio area, and no one complained because we were in Tampa, Florida. You know what it's called? The Cigar City. No problems. So
they can't say nothing.
No. So anyway, finally Sunday, over a pint, building community in a creative way. People talking about how to, you know, get with other people. They're doing like yoga brewing.
Dude, I'm tired just hearing all this.
And then beer tourism. They're gonna have a meeting, another conference about beer tourism. And I do beer. I mean, I don't take other people, but I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, I'm a beer tourist. And then they announced the next thing. So that's what we did. That's 3 days. And the rest of the time, you know, we did it before and after, and then I did my pre and my after. So had a good time.
Sounds like a blast.
Sorry to wear you out.
I was gonna say, man, that was a mouthful, man. But and unfortunately, I wish I could ask you more questions. But I know we're gonna delve into the sour stuff, and we can talk more and delve into more of it later. But at this point, man, I think we need to untap this Phantasmus.
Yeah, Phantasmus. I think
Phantasmus. Shall I take the lead on this one?
Yeah, why don't you do that? Mm-hmm. Tequila.
Well, I got to say, man, it's got some awesome flavors to it. I'm not a big tequila fan, and I feel like there's a little bit of that note, but really it's more of the spiciness that's getting me excited for this IPA, man. It's got some awesome flavors. The lacing's fantastic. That looks like a hashtag non-filter if I've ever seen one. Yeah. It's very good, very flavorful. I don't think I've ever had a Three Daughters Brewery brew before. I could be wrong. I'll check on Untapped. But if I had to give it an Untapped score, man, this is a solid 4.25 in my book.
There you go. And I think I brought you a wheat beer from them.
Did you?
On my Florida trip. But I could be wrong. I might not have gotten it to you. I might have just drank it myself. I've been known to do that.
In which case, F you for not
You're a hater. Don't be a hater. So I really like this beer. I really like the presentation. I'm a huge fan of the Sugar Skull. You know, that's as of the Day of the Dead, which is November 1st, which is my daughter's birthday. So that's cool. You know, so I'm giving it a 4.50, 4.5.
4.5, yeah.
4.5.
Solid
I like
beer.
tequila.
Now I want to look up Three Sisters.
On
I don't
your
see
Untapped?
I don't see anything untapped, man. So you must have drank that beer.
I
You
drank
didn't,
that.
you didn't
I'm
give
so
it to
sorry,
me.
man.
You son of a bitch.
Give me a drink.
Might do that in a suit. But yeah, man, a great brew, and I appreciate you sharing with us, and I'm looking forward to trying that sour thing that we're going to do eventually. But I think next week, actually, we're going to switch our focus off of the Beer Blogger Conference, although I know you have plenty of tales and brews to go with that. But next week is
Floyd Fest. We're going to talk about. I'm trying to get. There's 2 beers brewed specifically for Floyd Fest, and I'm trying to get them.
You should definitely get your hands on that.
I'm working on it, so that's what we're going to try to do.
All right, cool. Yeah.
So here's a beer I brought you. So this came from, I believe, New England. My people up there, very good brewery. When we were in Boston, we went there, and that's India Pale Ale. So I'm making up for that $3 I didn't give you.
Should we save this for another Brewsday?
Yeah, that's
Tuesday?
that's for you. That's a gift.
Sure?
Yeah, it's a gift.
Are we going to do it on another Brewsday Tuesday?
No, that's just a gift. Somebody gave at the end. Everybody gives everybody beer. And
Okay.
I brought you one just because I like you.
Scintilla, it's an American IPA, Night Shift Brewing.
Yep,
Night
Night
Shift.
Shift.
Is this a good one? Did you try it?
Oh yeah, I've had all their beers.
It's good.
We went there.
Or is it gross?
Really
You're
good.
giving it to me.
No,
'cause
it's really good. I got one. I have a beer at home we should do, but we still have some concept shows we'd like to do, like where we take a beer from, say, Oscar Blues made in Colorado, and the same beer from
Versus
Oscar Blues made in North Carolina,
compare and contrast.
and compare and contrast. So
Yeah, I'm looking
I
forward
still
to
want to
doing
do that.
that. Well,
Now
we should
that Day
definitely-
Shoots is coming, I definitely have a contact there. Gina, thank you very much for all the love you showed us over the weekend.
Yeah.
She brought a lot of good beer, and she's a good old girl.
Good old girl.
She's
Thank you.
fit right
Thanks,
into Roanoke.
Gina. Yeah, she'll
Roanoke.
fit right in there.
She'd be like, where are the mountains? They're really small. Where I come from, the mountains are big.
Shoot, man. Well, great beers, and sounds like you had a great time.
I did.
And thanks for bringing it and sharing the experience with us here on Brewsday Tuesday. Next week we'll focus more on a little bit more local stuff with Floyd Fest coming up, and then who knows where we'll go from there, man. That's how this show works.
That's what we do.
We
Whatever
wing the hell out of it.
we
We do it as we do
Punt.
it. Yep. Brewsday Tuesday in the books. We'll play a couple commercials and then be back with more tunage right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.